Guys, what is going on? We're talking about crypto content, why there aren't more influencers, and why the ones that are big tend to do relatively questionable and shady things, unfortunately. That being said, let's get into it straight away. Three main reasons. The first one being, number one, the space moves quick. Honestly, I've been in this space, it's 2017, about 5 years, 6 years actually. And I can tell you that 5, 6 years in crypto feels like freaking like 20, 30 years in real life. I feel like I've aged so much, I'm like losing my hair. But in all reality, the technology, especially in this space, it advances very, very quick. The different types of apps, the different kind of metas, the different kind of things that people are talking about now don't happen to be the same thing that they're talking about next month, next week even. And it's really hard to keep up with that same pace as a creator, because at the end of, you end up kind of having to choose between quantity over quality sometimes. That is like, you're never going to end up being able to cover everything, but the few things that you do cover hopefully will be of quality and be something that people want to see. Otherwise, you can just be someone that kind of spits a video out every day, relatively low effort, and kind of just talk about whatever's happening that day, kind of news type content. But it's the same reason why you don't see a lot of like deep dives and stuff like that, just because, again, space moves very quick, and a lot of people don't even have the attention span for what's going on today, let alone next week. That's reason number one. Reason number two is actually because of the technology. And what I mean by that is that this stuff is really complicated. Crypto, blockchain technology, all these different things, DeFi, NFTs, if you're looking at it from like an overview, it seems relatively simple. You're on a Uniswap, you swap a token for a token. You're on OpenSea, you just trade some ETH for an NFT. Or if you're on like a DeFi, platform or something like that, maybe it's pretty self-explanatory for some of you guys who already know. But in all reality, to really break some of these things down, some of these concepts, it's very, very difficult. I've made a couple of videos on my channel describing some of these things like MEV, and for example, like optimistic rollups, layer twos. All these things are very, very complicated, and there's a reason why, if you do look them up on YouTube, the topics are usually either very, very technical in nature, and unless you're an engineer, you're not going to get it, or the complete other side, you have just people just talking about like the aligned token with it, right? How you can just profit off of it, and maybe they give you a high level overview of what that stuff means. That's why there's very few people, creating content like this, because it's just really hard. It's hard to be able to digest it, understand it, and then even harder to put it in a form that's packageable and deliverable to the end user, like the people that are watching this video now. It's the reason why I kind of do a little bit of both. I like to do kind of very personable things, but also I do like to deep dive sometimes personally, because it makes me learn it, so that I have to somehow teach it as well. And the last thing which kind of feeds into that is greed. Now that's probably going to be the biggest thing that you see in terms of content creation on crypto. Obviously, like if you've watched any crypto videos, you know that a vast majority of the people that have made it, very, very high, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers, are always giving you investment advice. They may say that X, Y, and Z is not investment advice, but at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. If you see the word pump or dump, or if you see like a stock arrow going up, a stock arrow going down, whether they say it or not, indirectly, it's more or less investment advice. And there's definitely a certain point in a content creator's career, especially in crypto, where you need to make that decision. You're at a crossroads and you're deciding, okay, do I take sponsorships? Do I make promo videos? Do I shield the coins that I personally own? Do I go down the path of talking about price, or go down the path of talking about tech? That's something that I faced earlier on when I started making YouTube videos a long time ago. Now that I'm kind of coming back into the fold, I'm definitely trying to stay with that same kind of technology-focused path at the end of the day, just because, in all reality, no one can tell you what's going to go up, what's going to go down, and just like what the meta will be today or tomorrow, right? I mean, 2 years ago, we were talking about NFTs, apes, punks, all these different things that were blowing up. And nowadays, if someone were to watch that video, they see the price depreciation, the depreciation, and they're like, "Yo, this guy's an idiot," And it makes you look bad as a content creator too, in my opinion. Obviously, some people have sold out, quote unquote, and made it. Shout outs to those. I'm not going to say any names, but I think at least for me, that's what I've tried to hold myself to. Trying to stay with the tech first, and obviously talk about what I'm interested in. For the most part, like nowadays, I'm more interested in Ethereum and layer 2 related things. But I am starting to. I do want to start making content, obviously, a little bit more about other kind of chains and maybe how they compare, just because it does help to know like what kind of competitors are out there and how these things work. But in terms of price appreciation and price action and any of that stuff, I personally choose to stay away from it. And obviously, to be a kind of part of the greed side, but maybe a little bit not really, is bias, right? So like, obviously at the end of the day, I have my own crypto bags. I work at a crypto company, a company that builds blockchain technology. So even I'll be biased, of course. And I think that's something that should really be known on every person's videos, right? Like maybe not how much money they have in crypto, but like which tokens maybe they have, and just so you know kind of where they're coming from, and you kind of they have all their cards on the table. But yeah, those are the 3 reasons why I think it's extremely hard to be a crypto content creator 2023 and beyond. It's really easy to sell out. It's really easy to just make the easy content, and it's really easy to just make stuff that unfortunately just kind of ties in with the now, and maybe isn't that relevant in the future. But I think if you can establish yourself as a content creator in crypto for the long term, technology focused, and really build a community, it's got to be one of the most rewarding things that you can probably do. At least that's my opinion. So let's see. I don't know. I'm back in the ring again. Hopefully you guys are watching the videos. That being said, what do you guys think? Do you like crypto content creators? Do you think most of them are a fluke, a scam, a this, or that? Do you think my videos are crap? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm actually interested in knowing. Maybe not, actually. Go easy on me, please. That being said, hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace out.